Good morning, students. So, in the previous class, up to 7.5 exercise is completed. That is, the integration by using partial fractions is completed. Next, we are going to discuss the new concept that is integration by parts. Make a heading. Integration by parts. Integration by parts. This is the new concept. So here in differentiation, we know that how to differentiate if two functions multiplication is given, if the two functions division is given, that is UV rule and U by V rule. But here also two functions, that is integration of, for example, sin x into e power x dx is given. This type of problems, this is f of x, for example, this is g of x. In differentiation, first function into derivative of second function plus second function into derivative of first function. We can do the UV formula, that is called UV formula. By using that formula, you can simplify that given problem. But here, in integration also, integration by parts means product rule. In integration by parts means how to use the product rule in integration. That is, for example, UV d by dx of UV in differentiation. D by dx of UV is equal to U into dV by dx, first function into derivative of second function, plus second function V into derivative of first function du by dx. Then integrating on both sides, that is integration of d by dx of UV with respect to x dx is equal to integration of U into dV by dx with respect to x, that is dx, plus integration of V into du by dx with respect to dx, with respect to x. So this is UV formula in differentiation, taking integration on both sides. So integration and differentiation both are cancelled. Why? What is the definition of integration? The antiderivative of a function is nothing but integration. That's why differentiation and integration both are cancelled. Then you get UV. UV is equal to integration of U into dV by dx into dx plus integration of V into du by dx with respect to x dx. Yes, that is UV. You bring this value into this side minus integral V into du by dx into dx. That is equal to integration of U into dV by dx dx. So here, next step, you bring this value into LHS side, you get UV minus of integration of V into du by dx into dx is equal to here integration of U into dV by dx into dx. Let U is equal to f of x, dV by dx is equal to g of x. Let U is equal to f of x and dV by dx is equal to g of x. You consider. So U is equal to f of x means du by dx is equal to f dash x. Du by dx is equal to f dash x. Here, here dV by dx means integration of dV by dx is equal to integration of g of x dx. So here derivative and integration both are cancelled. Then you get V. V is equal to integration of g of x dx. I think you understood up to this step. Then let us consider U is equal to f of x and dV by dx is equal to g of x. Here differentiating both sides, you get du by dx is equal to f dash x. Here integrating on both sides. Here what is this? V with respect to x derivative. V is the function, differentiation with respect to x. That's why integration both sides with respect to x. That's why derivative and integration cancel. Then you get function V is equal to integration of g of x into dx. Then substitute here. That is u, integration of u is f of x. U is f of x. dv by dx is g of x to dx is equal to. So f of x is one function and g of x is another function. That is a product rule. We are applying the product rule. We get the formula. That is uv. U is what? F of x. V is what? Integration of g of x dx. Here uv. U is f of x. V is what? Integration of g of x minus integral V and du by dx. Du by dx is f dash x. F dash x into V is what? Integration of g of x dx for whole dx. Here this dx is for this integration. This dx is for this integration. That means f dash x into integration of g of x, derivative of f of x into integration of g of x, then multiplying and again integrating. That is the formula. That is first function into integration of second function minus integration of derivative of first function into integration of second function for whole integration into dx is called integration by parts. That is the product rule in integration. Product rule in integration. We solve this formula by using product rule in differentiation. Okay, copy this. That is just you write formula. But what is the convenience in differentiation by using UV rule? What is the inconvenience in integration by using UV rule? We discussed that point. That is, for example, the function, for example, is given sin x into e power x or sin inverse x into some log x, like that. In differentiation, you take any function is the first function. For example, you take this is u and this is v, or you take this is u and this is v, you get the same answer. Some persons are taking this is u, this is v. Some persons are taking this is u and this is v. That is, this is the first function and this is the second function. Or this is the first function or this is the second function. In UV formula, in differentiation, at last you get the same answer. For every two functions, by using the product rule in differentiation, which function you can take, any function is the first function or any function is the second function, at last you get the same answer. But in integration, there is a perfect rule is there. Which function is the first function? If two functions product is given, which function is we considered as a first function, we have a sum rule that is called Eilert rule. Eilert rule. Eilert means I represents for inverse trigonometric function, L represents for logarithmic function, A represents for algebraic function, T represents for trigonometric function, and E represents for exponential function. For example, this question is given, integration of sin inverse x into log x into dx is given. So here sin inverse x, inverse trigonometric function, L for logarithmic function. First preference is given for inverse trigonometric function. That is, inverse trigonometric function is the first function, log x is the second function. This is u and this is v. Otherwise, you take log x is u, sin inverse x is v, you do not get the answer. That's why you can follow this rule, strictly follow this rule. Just what is given, here this function is given, integration of sin x into e power x into dx. So here, what is the preference given to the first function? E power x exponential function, last preference, that is a trigonometric function. That's why sin x is the first function and e power x is the second function. Some rare cases we can take any function is the first function, we get the answer. That is minimum number of cases. In 100%, 5% cases are success. For example, if you take any function is the first function in integration, but you can follow the 95%, you can follow this rule, Eilert rule. Yes, right. Note. After the theorem, after this formula, you write note. In integration, the following rule can be followed by taking, in integration, you write here by parts, sorry. In integration by parts, the following rule can be followed by taking which function is the first or which function is the second or which function is the second. In integration by parts, the following rule can be followed by taking which function is the first or which function is the second. The days, next line, the days, write in capital letters, Eilert. Here, I implies inverse trigonometric function. Inverse trigonometric function. L for logarithmic function. L for logarithmic function, A for algebraic function, algebraic function, A for algebraic function, T for trigonometric function, T for trigonometric function, and E for exponential function. E for exponential, E for exponential function. So these are the preference. By using this rule, the preference are given to which function is the first function by using in integration by parts. For example, if a problem is given integration of log x dx, so we don't know the formula integration of log x. You know the formula integration of 1 by x is log x, but we don't know up to this time integration of log x. Here we produce the formula. Here there is a two function. One is the logarithmic function and another is 1 is there into 1. 1 means algebraic function. 1 is nothing but x power 0. X power 0 means algebraic function. That is integration of log x into 1 dx. So by preference, first given before the algebraic function, logarithmic function is there. So first function is given to log x and 1 is the second function. By using the formula first function log x into integration of second function 1 dx minus integration by parts formula. First function into integration of second function minus integral derivative of first function. Derivative of first function log x derivative, directly write 1 by x into integration of 1 dx for whole dx. This is the process how to solve the integration by parts. That is equal to here log x into 1 integration is x minus integral 1 by x into here 1 integration x, 1 integration for this integral 1 integration is x into dx. Here x cancel. Again log x into x minus integration of 1, that is x plus c. So here you take x is common, that is x into log x minus 1 plus c. This is the formula for log x. By using integration by parts, the integration of log x dx is equal to x into log x minus 1 plus c. Here observe this. Here you are you understood log x integration of log x means there is no direct formula integration of log x. That's why we can use the integration by parts. We can produce the formula of integration of log x. How? That is log x into 1 is there. Log x is the first function. We consider by using this rule, log x is the first function into 1 is the second function. By using integration by parts formula, we get this is the what is the integration of log x is x into log x minus 1 plus c. Copy this. Power పోయిందా? You consider this is example 1. Next, example 2. Integration of x log x dx. Integration of x log x dx. So here also we have two functions. Log x is the one function, x is the another function. X is the algebraic function, log x is the logarithmic function. By using Euler rule, which function is the first function? Log x. So apply the Euler rule. That is equal to first function log x into integration of x dx. First function into integration of second function minus integral derivative of first function log x derivative 1 by x into integration of x dx for whole dx. That is equal to log x into integration of x is x square by 2. Integration of x is x square by 2 minus integral 1 by x into here x integration x square by 2. Integration of x is x square by 2 into dx. That is equal to log x into x square by 2 minus here 1x cancel. 1 by 2 constant right outside. Then integration of another x is here. That is log x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 into this is x integration x square by 2 plus c. That is x square by 2 into log x minus x square by 4 plus c. That is the answer. X square by 2 into log x minus x square by 4 plus c. Integration of x into sin x dx. I discussed it for understanding, formula understanding purpose, these problems. Formula understanding purpose. That is here, which functions are given? Algebraic function and a trigonometric function. So we consider which function is the first function. Which function is the first function by using Euler rule? Euler rule. That is the trigonometric function or algebraic function or first function? Algebraic function. Yes. First function x into integration of sin x dx. First function into integration of second function minus integral derivative of first function, that is sin x, so that is x derivative 1 into integration of sin x dx for whole dx. That is equal to x into integration of sin x is minus cos x. Sin x integration is minus cos x minus integral sin x integration minus cos x into 1 is here. 1 into minus cos x minus cos x. That is minus x cos x. Here minus into minus plus. What is the integration of cos x? Is sin x plus c. That's enough. That is integration by parts. By using integration by parts, we have to produce three formulas. Here, by using integration by parts, we want to produce three formulas. That is, first formula is integration of root of a square minus x square dx. This is the formula. This proof is also important. In before 7.4, I discussed 6 theorems. Just like this is the 7th theorem. You write theorem number 7. Very, very important. These all theorems are very, very important for 5 marks questions in integration. So in 7.4, before that 7.4, I discussed 6 theorems. This is the 7th theorem. Yes, proof. Integral root of a square minus x square dx. Observe this. Here we have root of a square minus x square, only one function. So into 1 is there, you consider 1 is the second function. Into 1 is there, 1 is the second function. For example, you write this is, first you consider this is I is equal to integration of root of a square minus x square into 1 dx. So here, this is not an algebraic function, but this is an algebraic function. But why we consider this is the first function, this is the second function. For example, if you take this is the first function, so in the formula first function derivative required, in the first function derivative, we get derivative of 1 is 0. That's why 1 is always taken as a second function. So here I is equal to first function, that is root of a square minus x square into integration of 1 dx. First function into integration of second function minus integral derivative of first function, that is root x derivative 1 by 2 root x. You consider this is root x derivative 1 by 2 root x, 1 by 2 root of a square minus x square. By using chain rule, what is a square minus x square derivative? A square derivative 0, that is constant, minus x square derivative minus 2x. You forget the differentiation. I'm not doing. What we doing? So just you remember the differentiation also carefully. You practice the differentiation also. That is integration of root of a square minus x square here. This is the first function and this is the second function. First function into integration of second function minus integral derivative of first function. Derivative of first function. You consider this is root x. What is root x derivative? 1 by 2 root x into what is x here? A square minus x square. So a square is the constant derivative 0 minus x square derivative minus 2x into integration of 1 into dx for whole dx. First function into integration of second function minus integral derivative of first function into integration of second function for whole dx. This is the formula. That is equal to I is equal to root of a square minus x square into what is integration of 1x? What is integration of 1x minus integral minus 2x by 2 root of a square minus x square into what is the integration of 1x dx. So here 2 cancel. That is I is equal to root of a square minus x square into x. Here minus integral, here minus x into x, minus x square by root of a square minus x square into dx minus x square by root of a square minus x square into dx. Here you can, in the numerator, you can add a square and subtract a square. I is equal to root of a square minus x square into x minus integral a square minus x square minus a square by root of a square minus x square dx. Here adding a square, subtracting a square. So you can split into these two integrals, that is I is equal to root of a square minus x square into x minus of integral a square minus x square by root of a square minus x square dx minus integral a square by root of a square minus x square dx. You can split into two integrals. Here x by root x is root x, that is I is equal to root of a square minus x square into x, multiplying the minus inside the bracket, minus integral root of a square minus x square dx minus of minus plus a square is constant, a square into integral 1 by root of a square minus x square dx. So first this is I, that means this is I. Here we get I. Again substitute I there. I is equal to root of a square minus x square into x, a square minus x square into x minus I plus a square into, what is the formula of this? Integration of 1 by root of a square minus x square, sin inverse x by a, sin inverse x by a plus c, a square into sin inverse x by a plus c. You bring minus I into this side, I plus I, you get 2i is equal to x into root of a square minus x square plus a square into sin inverse x by a plus c, that is I is equal to, dividing with 2, that is x by 2 into root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sin inverse of x by a plus c by 2 means again c, arbitrary constant. That is the formula. What is I here? I is this. So integration of root of a square minus x square, integration of root of a square minus x square is equal to x by 2 into root of a square minus x square plus a square by 2 into sin inverse x by a plus c. By using the same process, we can do the another two formulas also. Integral root of 8th theorem, x square minus a square dx. Integral root of x square minus a square dx. So write the proof. Integral root of x square minus a square dx, and we consider I is equal to integral root of x square minus a square into 1 dx. You go in the same way. So I is equal to first function, that is root of x square minus a square integration of 1 dx. First function into integration of second function minus integral derivative of first function 1 by 2 root x square minus a square. You consider this is root x derivative 1 by 2 root x into x square minus a square derivative into 2x. X square derivative 2x by using chain rule. X square derivative 2x minus a square derivative 0 into integration of 1 dx for whole dx. Root of x square minus a square into what is the integration of 1 x minus, here 2 cancel, integral x by root of x square minus a square into integration of 1 is x dx. Integration of 1 is x dx. Here this is x into x square. So here in the denominator x square minus a square, that's why a square adding, a square subtracting, that is I is equal to x into root of x square minus a square minus integral x square minus a square plus a square by root of x square minus a square dx. X square minus a square plus a square by root of x square minus a square dx. That is I is equal to x into root of x square minus a square minus integral, here split into two integrals, that is integral in bracket integral. So x square minus a square by, that is x square minus a square by root of x square minus a square dx plus integral a square by root of x square minus a square dx. Split into two integrals, that is I is equal to x into root of x square minus a square. Here multiply the minus in the bracket, that is minus into, this is x by root x. X by root x is root x. Integral root of x square minus a square dx. Here minus into plus minus, a square into integral 1 by root of x square minus a square dx. So already this is, we consider this is I. So I is equal to x into root of x square minus a square minus I minus a square into, what is the formula, integration of 1 by root of x square minus a square. Log mod x plus root of x square minus a square plus c. Integration of 1 by root of x square minus a square is log mod x plus root of x square minus a square. You bring minus I into this side, you get 2i. 2i is equal to x into root of x square minus a square minus a square into log mod x plus root of x square minus a square plus c. Then dividing both sides with 2, that is I is equal to x by 2 into root of x square minus a square minus a square by 2 into log mod x plus root of x square minus a square plus c. X by 2 into root of x square minus a square by 2 into log mod x plus root of x square minus a square plus c. That is the second formula. I is what? Integration of root of x square minus a square. Then add, this is also in formula list. Adding this is also one of the formula. Previous theorem is one of the formula. You can by heart the formulas. Yes, next ninth theorem. Integral root of x square plus a square dx. Integral root of x square plus a square dx. Okay, last theorem for this type of formulas. So today we derive integration of log x formula, integration of root of x square minus a square, integration of root of a square minus x square, then this. So same process, continue. Proof. Integral root of x square plus a square dx. That is, I is equal to integral root of x square plus a square into 1 dx. Here we consider root of x square plus a square is the first function and 1 is the second function by using integration by parts. I is equal to root of x square plus a square into integration of 1 dx minus integral derivative of root of x square plus root of x square plus a square. You treated this is root x derivative 1 by 2 root of x square plus a square into x square plus a square derivative 2x. X square plus a square derivative 2x into integration of 1 dx for whole dx. So derivative of first function, that is 1 by 2 root x into what is x here? X square plus a square. By using chain rule, x square plus a square derivative 2x into integration of second function 1 dx for whole dx. That is, I is equal to root of x square plus a square into integration of 1 is x integration of 1 is x minus here 2 cancel minus integral x by root of x square plus a square into 1 integration x dx. So here this is x into x square. So here x square plus a square. That's why you can add a square and subtract a square. That is, I is equal to x into root of x square plus a square minus integral x square plus a square minus a square by root of x square plus a square dx. So here you can split into two integrals this, that is I is equal to x into root of x square plus a square. You take minus is common in the bracket. Integration of x square plus a square by root of x square plus a square dx minus integral a square by root of x square plus a square dx. Here this is x by root x is root x, that is equal to I is equal to x into root of x square plus a square minus, you take minus inside the bracket, minus integral root of x square plus a square dx minus into minus plus a square into integral 1 by root of x square plus a square dx. So already integration root of x square plus a square is I. This is I is equal to x into root of x square plus a square minus I plus a square into what is the formula? Integration of 1 by root of x square plus a square log mod x plus root of x square plus a square plus c. You bring the minus I into this side, you get 2i. 2i is equal to x into root of x square plus a square plus a square into log mod x plus root of x square plus a square plus c. That is dividing both sides with 2. Dividing both sides with 2. That is I is equal to x by 2 into root of x square plus a square plus a square by 2 into log mod x plus root of x square plus a square plus c by 2 is c. Again arbitrary constant. This is also one of the formula. You can practice this formula also. These 9 theorems are very, very important. So first we discussed the 6 theorems, and then this is 3 theorems by using integration by parts. These 3 theorems are proved. After completing these 3 theorems, we go for discuss the exercise 7.6. Exercise 7.6. In 7.6, first problem, integral x into sin x. Already we discussed that. X into sin x in example. Okay, now a second problem, Yes, first problem discussed in the example, that is over. So second problem, x into sine 3x dx. Here we go for substitution, then integration by parts, or you can use the chain rule. That is simple way you go. That is, here one is a trigonometric function and another is algebraic function. So which function is the first function? Isolate. That is algebraic function. A is first. That is algebraic function is the first function. That is right. Integral solution. First function x into integration of sine 3x dx minus integral derivative of first function, that is x derivative 1 into integration of sine 3x dx for whole dx. First function into integration of second function minus integral derivative of first function into integration of second function for whole dx. That is x into what is the sin x integration. Here we treated 3x is x. Here we treated 3x is x. Here using chain rule, 3x is x. So we treated as sin x. What is sin x integration? Minus cos x. That is minus cos 3x by, you write the 3x derivative 3. In integration, this is the chain rule. For example, you consider 3x is t, that is the substitution process. So you get another 2 or 3 steps extra. Directly you can use the chain rule in integration. You can practice that. That is very, very important. You can reduce the steps. So sin 3x, you treated 3x is the x. Sin x integration minus cos x. What is x here? 3x. That's why you can divide the derivative of 3x, that is 3, minus integral, this is 1, integration of sin 3x is again minus cos 3x by 3 into dx. Here 1 into this, again this. That is minus x cos 3x by 3. Here minus into minus plus 1 by 3 constant. So integration of cos 3x. So 3x is treated as x, cos x integration sin x, that is into sin 3x by 3x derivative 3 plus c. That is, this is sin 3x by 9 minus x by 3 into cos 3x plus c. Third problem, integration of x square into e power x dx. Integration of x square into e power x dx. So here x square is the algebraic function, e power x is the exponential function. So algebraic function is the first function, exponential function is the second function. That is solution. So first function x square into integration of e power x dx minus first function into integration of second function minus integral derivative of x square. Derivative of x square is 2x into integration of e power x dx for whole dx. So x square into e power x integration is e power x. E power x integration is e power x minus 2 into integration of x into e power x dx. Why? Here e power x integration is again e power x. Here x is there. 2 right outside. X into e power x. Here again you go for integration by parts formula. Here x is the first function. E power x is the second function. Here also one function is x, another function is e power x. That's why here again apply the integration by parts. That is x square into e power x minus 2 in bracket. Minus 2 in bracket. You can apply again integration by parts. That is algebraic function is first function. X into integration of e power x dx minus integral x derivative is 1 into integration of e power x dx for whole dx. That is x square into e power x minus 2 into x into what is e power x integration? Again e power x. So minus integral, here e power x integration is again e power x. E power x into 1 again e power x into dx. That is x square into e power x multiplying minus 2 in the bracket. That is minus 2x into e power x. Here minus into minus plus 2 into what is e power x integration? Again e power x. E power x plus c. That's enough. This type of problems, for example, here algebraic function and exponential function. Algebraic function and trigonometric functions are given. For example, x square is given. You can use it 2 times by parts. X cube is given. You can use it 3 times by parts, like that. But in objective, we have some important formula is there. That is the formula is name. We can't remember that formula name. That is, you can use that formula in simple way. You get in one step. You get the answer. Okay. In objective cases, I can do that type. That is by using that formula in single step. You get the answer. But here in PUC level, if x square is given, you go for 2 times. If x cube is given, you go for 3 times by parts formula. Okay, thank you. Tomorrow we will continue the class.